are now about to witness the awesome, crushing might of the Eugene S. Robinson Show. Stomper! Welcome, my friends. To a show that seemingly never ends. This is V version 383. The Eugene S. Robinson Show. Still the Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper. Seeing us in as he has every single since 2007. Bob Riley, Stigmata. The song is Intro, All or Nothing, Off the Calling of the Just. Still available. Revelation Records in Huntington Beach, California, where they shoot you to death in a nightclub, hit your car with a hammer, and run your mayor pro tem out of town on a rail to open up a substandard restaurant in Central Florida that will inevitably fail. Until then, listen to Bob. Words kick it all off. Listen. Listen well. Somebody said, why do you like that music so much? It sounds like it was recorded on a Raisin Bran box. It's like, man, I recorded that music. Shut up. It hurt my feelings. I'm not way back to nowhere. But I could not see so clear. But I'm taking a real good look at you. I'm taking a real good look at your face. So being paid back for always nothing. All right. Cut the music. There we go. You got to see here, but get the CD for the rest of it. They've got some great song titles. Swing Into a Violent Age, all apropos for this show. And today, more so than usual. So I'm on a kind of a high now because my daughter number 2 just had her. It was a 16 track Tascam. So daughter number 2 just turned 27. And yeah, Stigmata was great. I had to compete with them for the second record with Rockarama Records, the number 1 importer and producer of Nazi skinhead music. Take a drink. Nazi skinhead music in Germany. So anyway, Miss Robinson, what's been happening other than your kid's birthday? Well, let me tell you, this is going to be a complicated story to tell, but let's get some housekeeping out of the way first. Housekeeping out of the way. So the first came and went. June got paid and went. You see all the nice fancy graphics at the beginning and all this other stuff happening, all out of the febrile mind of June W. So some of you actually put some money in the kitty. You know who you are. Thank you for doing this. Some of you got the CashApp, you got the Venmo, you got the PayPal, you got the Substack subscription itself. So you got all those things. But yeah, this was an unusual week because a lot of things happened this week. The number one thing that happened is the kids started the new school, right? I told you about, I don't want my 5-year-old. She took jiu-jitsu for about a year at the Sorrel Academy, fully able to pull off a takedown, side control mount. I don't want her fighting as part of her school day. I don't want that to happen. And she comes out, if you remember the Friday before last, goes, I hate this place. That was it. Yeah, the deal is the school that she's in now, which we love. She's like, I love this, Dad. I love this place. There are a couple of, I saw it online before we got here. Saw it online. And what was the problem online? Well, the problem online was that it just seemed kind of rigid. But I hadn't considered the geographical ramifications of rigidity, which is, if you want to use it for the title of your next record, feel free. All right. Now, I'm also 3 weeks into trying to buy a car. 3 weeks. You know what you need to buy a car in America? Nothing. You don't even need a fucking driver's license. You can walk in as long as you have the money. Bing, bang, boom. You're driving it off the lot, right? Any of you bought cars, used car, new car. That's what you get. You zero money down, no credit, that kind of shit. You can do a car easy. No, not in Spain. Not in Spain. It is, and this is not me complaining. This is me noting, not complaining. In Spain, what happens is it's Kafka-esque. And you have to understand my attitude about this. I'm more amused than anything else. I mean, clearly more amused than anything else. So you go in, the guy says, "You want a car?" "Yeah, we want a car." "Okay, what do you want?" "Well, going to get a teeny tiny car. I figured out that I got to, hold on, let me clean up here for a second. I'm looking for my painkillers is what I'm looking for, if you must know. So look at that car. I figured a Chevy is not going to work here. Chevy is not going to work here. It's just, first of all the gas is diesel. Second of all, it's too big. The roads are too narrow. It's absolutely not going to work here. And then they take eco shit seriously here. I'm not going to be able to have a big barrel. It's just not happening. So forget it. I haven't sold it yet, but it's not coming here. So I get this. Okay, fine. Of course, I see plenty of people who are in the same boat I am, kind of retired here, and guys are going out buying Porsches. And ship one is a whole different thing entirely, and it costs more. Mini Coopers cost more. I got a Mini Cooper because the kid wanted it, and a very small friend of mine who's shorter, he had one. And I thought, man, this car's gonna suck. It's gonna feel like death to me. But I got in, and there was lots of leg room. Fine, cool, I'll get one. I mean, streets are narrow. Parking is a fucking bitch. Everywhere you go, it's got to be that. So I walk in, and the guy's like, "Great, which one do you want?" I go, "That one." "All right. Do you have your DNI number?" "What the fuck is that?" "Well, you got to have a DNI number." I could scramble, try to get it. And I go, "Great, here's the DNI number." These are all, everything I'm about to tell you are different visits on different days. "Great, glad you got the D. Do you have your NIE number?" "Man, I didn't know I was going to need the NIE number. I've got budgeted for the car. Is that something to do with the financing? Because I don't need to." He's like, no, it's just the NIE. Okay, go out, come back. NIE number. "Hey, do you have a copy simple?" "No, what the fuck is that?" So everybody should know what that is. You should talk to your lawyer. Fucking shit. Every time I get the guy on the phone, there's money out of my pocket. I call a lawyer. "Hey, man, do you have a copy simple?" He goes, "I'll get you one in the morning." Of course, Spanish in the morning, it could be any morning. It could be morning in the Renaissance, during the Inquisition. You don't know what morning he means. 4 days go by, finally comes. I send him the copy simple. The guy goes, "Yeah, that's, that used to be good, but then now it's not good anymore. Can you give me the deed to your house?" "Hey, Mr. Robinson, I didn't know you were diabetic." I'm not kidding. So I get the NIE number. I'm also NIE, DNI, all these fucking numbers. And the guy goes, "Copy simple, that's no good. You have the deed to the house." Fuck. I get him, and now at some point now I'm starting to break, not in a bad way, but I'm starting to realize the comedy. And I can't. I'm talking to the guy. I'm tears in my. I'm laughing so hard, and he's just sitting there looking at me like I don't know what's funny. So I get the deed to the house, and I show him the deed to the house. Then he wants to see a bank statement from my bank in California that I've got a certain amount of. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck do you want? And then I go, "Okay, here's the money for the car." He goes, "Oh, I don't take the money. It's this way for everybody." I go, it's in this dealership. I can see like Miata. It was just a bunch of cars, Subarus. I go, can I go over there and get another car?" He goes, "Oh, we all do the same." Okay. So Mini, you have to go online to do Mini, and there's an app. Anytime somebody says to you that there's an app, what they're saying to you is, "Lick my butt." That's the new terminology for lick my butt. I have an app for you. Because whatever you have an app for is not gonna, it's not gonna get you what you want as soon as you need it. So I get the app, and of course, Deutsche Bank is a bank that you send the money to. You can't use a credit card. Can't give them cash. And you can't do a wire transfer because your limits. So it's increasingly complicated. So finally, I get every fucking nickel there. I don't hear from the guy. And I go, oh, this is a scam. I say, yo, bro, what's going on? He goes, oh, a Mini hasn't gotten the money. I go, I have an invoice from Mini that says they got. He goes, yes, but they haven't notified me. They haven't given the proper authorization. I go, the money is the authorization. He goes, no, it's not. And he goes, have you been getting text? And clearly Mini is using some bad Google Translate. So I said, yeah, I've been getting these badly Spanish worded text from, because now I have an eSIM. This is all like an eSIM on the old phone so that I can get both Spanish calls on my Spanish number and then the same phone. Okay. And he was like, could you click on that? I go, yeah, it won't let me in. I've been trying to get in. He goes, oh, I'll send you another one. I go, so what, 4 of them was different? Finally, I get in and it's requesting a fucking signature. You can't see it on the phone. I got to forward it to the laptop. This is terribly boring. So finally, I get the thing in. Now, nothing. I don't hear anything. I hear nothing, like nothing. And so now I'm just in full comedy mode. I'm not going to bring it up. Never again will I contact this guy, Juan Mendes. I will not contact him ever again. It's almost worth it to lose the money for the car just to see, I'm not going to do that, but I got to give the rental back on October 13th. So I need it before then. So the 6th is a work day tomorrow. He's got approximately 7 days to get this shit. And I want to go through a dealer because I knew if I had got fucked into getting the registration, getting the insurance, the license plate, and all that shit you have to do before you can actually drive a car legally, I knew I'd be sunk. I was never going to happen. So, yeah. So, yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. You can in America, this is make it easy, but it's cheap, a lot cheaper here. So there's a benefit. Anyway, to go back to where was I? Oh, not Rockorama, not the Stigmata thing. Before that, where there was a story, I got the car story. It derailed it. Anyway, okay. Oh, not only so the school, so unstructured, hippified, funky, and kind of cool in an American way. In Spain, as it translates, keeping that mini story in your head as the undergirdings of it. In Spain, that means Jack, like the other schools, like, hey, well, you can't get punched in the face, man. This is like life. So what if I punch the father in the face and the kid in the face? Oh, man, why would you want to? It's like, you know what? The other place that seemed rigid, now I realize to the American mind, in an American way of understanding school, if any of you have kids, you would know it's perfect. It's got a schedule. It's organized. I can see the music room. I can see the gymnasium. I can see the high school, the middle school, the preschool, and the kindergarten all laid out. The kids have uniforms, super fucking organized. Classrooms with 12, 13 kids apiece, 2 teachers for 12 kids, organized. They have lunch. They have activities. She's going to get signed up for judo. And also, heavens to Betsy, the new jiu-jitsu academy that I go to is a block from the school. Perfecto. So the kid loves it. The kid loves it. No, you can, there's people, there's someone. The thing is, you start to trust nobody here, right? And there's I trust anybody. So, outside of spending 2 weeks in the shit school, I love the parents there. They all seem to be nice, but their kids are little fucking assholes. And so, gotta go, right? I don't want any of my kids telling me that they hate school. School is great. I love school. My kids have loved school. I don't want to hear anything about hate. Education is the only way to make it. So I drop her off. First day of school. She has a great week. Every day is better than the last. And okay, so now it's my turn because she is the pioneer here. This kid is the pioneer. She is in social situations where she is forced to adapt, and neither of her parents are doing that, right? They're not doing that. I mean, if nobody's here, I'm at the pool in the hot tub and going to the gym where I don't talk to anybody. So, this is, so I go to jiu-jitsu. as the doctor said, I could start training October 1st. October 1st it is. So there I show up, right? And I have to tell you, I've been doing jujitsu. Some guys opening the door. I don't recognize him. And he, I say, I'm here for the class, and what? He goes, well, it's our competition class. Have you done jujitsu before? I go, yeah. And he goes, well, how long have you been doing it? And so then I'm like, I don't want to tell the truth. I know, like Yossarian said in Catch 22, I'm going to lie, and it's going to be good. I said, This is 383, the Eugene S Show Stomp. Tuesday, no more If the Shoes Fit on Tuesday. The next thing you'll be seeing is Wednesday, Bad Boss Brief. This show, actually, it's Charlie influenced all the people that got fired from real jobs, really got fired from real jobs for social media shit about Charlie Kirk. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, nothing. Friday, nothing. Saturday, the next If the Shoes Fit. Followed by, I don't know. Is it coming so close before the showstopper? Will it, am I robbing Peter to pay Paul? Don't know, don't care. Right now, that's the best deal. It's happening because Nash got another job that involves an hour-and-a-half commute. My heart goes out to the dude. How did I handle the boss, the promoter, Billy Rowan? I started taking shit from the club, man. But I don't drink. So the value of the stuff that back then I wasn't drinking. The value of the stuff I took was pretty worthless. 2 fucking cases of Molson's, what is that going to do for me? And even if I took a PA wedge, which has been my habit in the past, I didn't have room in the van for that. All I did was talk shit about him on any given opportunity when social media become a thing. And he had actually hired a lawyer, and the lawyer had talked to one of the guys from SSD, and one of the guys from SSD was a lawyer, and he called me and told me, Eugene, you better call it with the Billy Rowan thing. I go, fuck Billy Rowan. He can sue me all that likes. You know what makes that lawsuit go away? $296. Simple. And then Billy Rowan died. And this is at the point where usually it's supposed to go be, oh, well, he's dead. Let bygones be big. Fuck that shit. Bygones, nothing. I was on all those forums. Billy Rowan, where's my fucking money? You piece of shit. You're dead. You think that's going to keep you safe? Like anytime Shane Smith from Vice has anything to say, I go, where's my money for the fucking Vice guy, the sex, drugs, and rock and roll? You piece of shit. You mansion dwelling fucking Santa Monica monkey. I want my money. So any case. That is the show. The kid should be well sleeping now. So this is the new way. I'm not going to scream. My office that's the toilet behind the glass block. And then you see the door. There's a door. And she's right on the other side of that door. So we can't be screaming. But, try to hold your shit together between now and next week. That's all I got to say. Until then, look what you made me do. Don't die, Blondie. Don't die.
Thanks for joining us this week for yet another episode of the Show Stomper podcast, featuring your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Be sure to follow Eugene's weekly newsletter, which is a soaring hit at eugenesrobinson.substack.com. If you're still on Twitter, he's at Eugene S. Robinson. While you're at it, follow him on Insta at Mr. Sleep 3. That's the number 3. For more episodes of the show that seemingly never ends, go to showstomper.substack.com and become a subscriber today. Eventually, it will house all the Knuckle Up archives we can locate. We already have all the jiu-jitsu breakdowns for free. Check out Eugene on the Bad Boss Brief podcast every other Wednesday morning, as well as the If the Shoes Fit podcast. Pick up his memoir, A Walk Across Dirty Water and Straight into Murderer's Row today. And be sure to leave him a much appreciated honest Amazon review. Hey, are you still there? I'm here too. This is me, June M. Williams, Eugene's producer. The show Stomper has been produced by Original Designs, owned and operated by me, June M. Williams. I provide Eugene with videography, original show graphics, motion graphics, show logos, podcast syndication, social media, and more. I can be reached at orijunels@gmail.com, spelled ORIJUNELS @gmail.com.